All right, let's move on to the Big 12 with a couple teams still in contention in the wild Big 12 race. Kansas State will head to Lawrence to take on in-state rival Kansas. Kansas State is a 8.5-point favorite here over under 56.5. I don't know how to bet this game personally because I don't know who's going to be at quarterback for Kansas. There's 3 listed as or. You have Jaden Daniels, who I don't think is going to play again this year, but we'll see. Then you have Jason Bean, who got knocked out of the game last week against Texas Tech. Yeah, Lance Leipold, who he came out and said he's took a lot of reps at practice yesterday. This was yesterday. And then you have the third string, I think Connor Ballard, is that his name? Who came in. He's not really as athletic as Bean or Daniels.
Cole Ballard.
He led some scoring. Cole Ballard. He led some scoring drives last week, but it was ugly. Like there was a lot of third down.
True freshman
conversions. Yeah. So there's gonna be a big drop off between Bean and or Daniels, and then down to the true freshman Ballard. So it's very hard for me to get a feel for this because I don't have any intel or a strong feeling as to who is actually going to go for Kansas. What do you see here?
I do have a respected source on Sunday that said it's not looking good for Bean. That was Sunday. It is my plan to.
Do you think Leipold's playing some games here?
Yeah, I do. And, head injuries are just, I don't know. I see a lot of quarterbacks coming back from a lot of things, but not when it involves the head. And if it's not him and it's Cole Ballard, this game right now. So I power rate this 6.5. This line is.
I would like Kansas fully healthy 8.5. I would like Kansas State if it's Ballard. That's literally the difference.
Yeah, I mean that's the whole thing. Is I make the 6.5 with Bean. Without him, I think it should be like 11. So the market's telling me that Bean is highly doubtful in this game. The Kansas defense has Kansas is not going to be able to do what they do on offense, but their heavy motion, their pistol, crazy counter concepts going on. They're not going to be able to do that with Cole Ballard. He was not able to throw the ball 9 of 20 last week. Interception. It didn't look good. Nothing about it looked good. He didn't seem like he's that mobile. So you can throw the whole Kansas offense out the window if Bean is out. Now, when you go to the other side of the ball, it's gross. I don't know what the Kansas defense is going to be able to do here. Like it is the worst. You could put 2 stat sheets up, Kansas State offense, especially running against the Kansas defense. It's bad. Kansas State's going to go inside zone, counter. Man, Kansas has allowed a very high rate of explosives and a 60% success rate against those run concepts and their opponents.
Yeah, Kansas State's going to dominate the line of scrimmage here, move the ball at will. The path for Kansas is healthy Bean, and they have to keep up, because they're not going to get many stops.
Well, can Kansas even limit drives? No, they're 115th in quality drives. They are dead last. Did you know? I didn't even know this. They are dead last in red zone scoring, opponent red zone scoring. 40 of 41 trips to the Kansas red zone have all been scores. You know what that one team was.
OU, baby.
That's right. It was OU in the first damn trip to the red zone. So, no, all the rest of them have all been scores. So, Kansas State, you flip to the other side, Kansas, 40 of 50 red zone attempts have been TDs, 4th highest nationally. On Monday night when they were released, I played Kansas State team total over 33.5. And that was based on the fact that Kansas's red zone allows everybody to score TDs. Kansas State scores TDs, and Kansas State will get no resistance at the line of scrimmage on every single offensive possession they have. Now, that being said, the spread might come down with being announced out. I would expect the spread to go from 56 down to maybe 54.5 across that key, and you can get a better Kansas State team total over, because I'm not sure team total wise who they're going to take those points off of. Now, the last thing I'll say about this game, I desperately want to bet Kansas State, but there's one book right now that I do a lot of action at that is holding a 7.5 minus 115. I'm thinking about just buying the hook, put it at minus 125 and letting it go, but that's a little rich for my blood. But Kansas State should absolutely dominate in this game, no matter if Bean's playing or not.
Yeah, the difference is Kansas just has no shot of keeping up, I don't think, without Bean.
Yeah,
that's because I completely agree with you. I'm in the same price range. I would play Kansas at 8.5 if I knew they were 100% healthy. And then if I knew that Bean and Daniels were 100% out, I would play Kansas State.
Right. That's half court.